So the prison-born warrior sits before me. You escaped from hell itself, broke Batman's spine, and held Gotham hostage for months. Impressive work, though lacking in style. That mask you wear, does it keep you alive or remind you of weakness? I understand pain that shapes a man. My own scars taught me that power must be seized, not given.
Victor Von Doom. The Metal King hiding behind armor and titles. You built a castle on one small nation while dreaming of ruling everything. I was born in darkness, molded by it. You merely adopted it after failure burned your face. We both crawled up from nothing, but I fight for those still trapped below. You just want to be their new master.
You destroyed Gotham's economy and left millions without work or hope. That is not liberation. That is revenge with better marketing. I give my people jobs, safety, and purpose. When your revolution ended, what did you leave behind? Rubble and regret. When my rule ends, Latveria will still prosper for generations.
Sometimes you must burn the forest before new trees can grow. Gotham was sick with corruption, the rich getting fatter, while children starved in the streets. You call your system better, but you still decide everything for everyone else. How does that help them?
Because most people make terrible choices when left alone. Give them freedom and they choose drugs over work, pleasure over progress, comfort over growth. My citizens live longer, eat better, and die happier than any democracy can provide. But I wonder about you. When did breaking things become your answer to every problem? What made you think destruction could build anything worthwhile?
When I realized some things are too rotten to fix. You cannot cure cancer with kind words and hope. The powerful in Gotham had decades to help the poor and chose greed instead. But you puzzle me, Victor. You could have used your brain to work with others, to teach and guide. Instead, you chose to rule through fear. What made you think people needed a king instead of a teacher?
Students question teachers, but subjects obey kings. I tried working with Reed Richards and his team. Endless meetings while problems got worse, votes while disasters struck. Smart people waste time talking when they should be acting. I learned that real change requires someone willing to make hard choices without asking permission first.
Hard choices, or just choices that make you feel important. Your people might be safe, but they cannot think for themselves anymore. They depend on you for everything like children depend on parents. My way was cruel, but it forced people to wake up, to take control of their own lives.
Freedom to starve is not better than security with purpose. My people are free to learn, to love, to create art, to raise families. They just cannot make choices that would hurt everyone else. Your freedom only gave Gotham's people the right to die in the streets while you proved your point.
At least they had a choice in how they lived and died. Your subjects are pets in a golden cage. Well fed but never allowed to hunt for themselves. What happens when you die? Will they even remember how to make decisions, or will they just wait for the next master to tell them what to do? Growth comes from struggle, not from being protected from every danger.
Think about this. Even Thanos believed his killing served a greater good, that fewer people meant less suffering for everyone. His madness at least aimed to help the universe. But you conquer places that never threatened you, absorb nations that were doing fine without your help. How do you defend expanding your control when your own people were already safe?
Gotham's failure proves I should have finished the job completely instead of just making my point. But seeds were planted. People saw that the powerful could fall, that systems could be challenged. Those ideas spread even when the revolution failed. Change starts in minds before it reaches streets. Even partial victory teaches people that resistance is possible.
Your great revolution in Gotham accomplished what exactly? The city rebuilt itself using the same systems you tried to destroy. The rich got richer again, the poor stayed poor, and everyone forgot your lessons within a year. Temporary chaos followed by a return to normal. This is what revolution without planning achieves. People resist change even when change would help them.
We do share that refusal to quit or bow, but where you seek to control change, I seek to unleash it. You fear what people might choose if given real freedom. I fear what they become when that freedom is taken away. Maybe progress needs both. the revolutionary who breaks the old and the builder who shapes the new. But one must always come before the other.
Richards represents everything wrong with heroes. Smart enough to see problems but too weak to fix them properly. He saves the world by accident while creating 3 new disasters. Someone must be willing to do what heroes cannot. But you are right about pride. It drives us both. The pride of men who refuse to stay down when the world tried to crush them.
I can respect your results even while hating your methods. Order without crushing spirits would be better than chaos without purpose. But I could never accept your solution. Giving up choice for safety always ends with having neither. People must choose their own path, even if they choose badly. That struggle is what makes them human instead of just smart animals.
And that is where we part ways forever. You would rather see people suffer free than prosper guided. I would rather see them live well under wise rule than die proud in stupid rebellion. When your next revolution burns out and leaves only ashes, remember this. My way builds things that last. Your way just makes room for the next tyrant to fill the void you create.